Digital asset exchange Bullish out with fourth quarter results. Company reported a loss of $3.73 a share. Revenue, though, topped $92 million, which beat estimates. Joining us now to break down the numbers and give his take on crypto's move lower is Tom Farley, a Bullish CEO. Come on all the time.
Friend of the show.
You were running that legacy outfit down the street.
Yeah,
the New York Stock Exchange.
Yeah, world's leading stock exchange. That's right.
You come in here and say that.
No, I respect the heck out of this place in Adena. In fact, I was looking at the pictures out there, and there's a lot of good moments here as well.
It is.
New pictures, too.
Yeah, there are some new ones. Instead of a guy who looks like Jeff Bezos. I don't really know who that is. Anna Kournikova. Crazy. Catch a falling knife. 69,000 now on Bitcoin. We had people that are big in the industry say it won't go under 100, won't go under 90. I guess the other thesis was that it used to pull back 80% when it wasn't as institutionally accepted. Maybe this time it pulls back half of that, where I think we are now. Do you think we're anywhere near a bottom in the latest crypto winter?
Euphoria on the upside, catastrophic ideation on the downside. We're clearly in the latter. We're not immune from it at Bullish. We own around about 25,000 Bitcoin, and so that impacts us directly. But we're just building through it. We had record revenue, record adjusted EBITDA. The cool thing about what's going on, I know I sound a little bit like Baghdad Bob, because I'm sure the charts on the screen right now just show massive downdrafts and everything price related. But if you kind of put a long lens on it, institutions are coming currently. They will be coming. The future is on chain. I do think we will get a market structure bill in Congress, and we're going to see more and more major asset classes moving on to publicly available blockchains, and that's what we're playing for. It's what we've always been playing for.
Well, it's obviously a correlated asset. It's the opposite of a non-correlated.
With alpha, it's correlated plus exaggerated.
With it, yeah. Exactly. And a lot of positive fundamental things happened in the last couple of years in terms of adoption and ETFs and
friendlier administration to crypto.
Friendlier administration. But this is across the board. It's Ethereum. I don't know how much that's down. It's Solana. It's just across the board.
Yeah, there's a Kevin Warsh element here, by the way. I think I think he was a great pick. But
right away,
there's going to be higher long-term rates.
Balance sheet gets shrunk. Things like this. Anything Momo or liquidity based,
a heavy element of speculation.
Yeah,
that gets hit. There's AI takes over the world, right? Software. Just look at all the big software stocks in the last month or two. So the correlation is almost perfect between Bitcoin price and software stocks.
It is.
So there's that narrative out there. There's a whole bunch of unhelpful narratives. I don't know where it stops, Joe. The price of Bitcoin was down several thousand overnight. But I'm telling you, we're just like during the day, we're not constantly looking at the price of Bitcoin. We're just saying, wait a minute, bear markets. Like when I look back over my career, that's where you make the really smart, impactful long-term decisions. Organic growth opportunities, inorganic growth opportunities. So we're, at Bullish, we're catering to the institutions. We're building a regulatory framework that it's hard for other crypto companies to do. They're just not credible, compliant, respected by regulators. We've launched an options platform that's straight up and to the right. So those are the sort of things that are keeping us busy. And it shows in the results, the revenue, the adjusted EBITDA, the customer numbers are all-time high. And by the way, the customers we're bringing on, like SocGen is a relatively new customer. We just listed Fidelity stablecoin. Like the reason why I keep talking about institutions is they stick around. They make decisions in years, not chasing frog coins and 100x leverage. That just isn't our game. It was never our game. Sometimes I would start to doubt myself because the company's chasing frog coins and 100x leverage. We're in the news and they look great and they're making all this kind of money. That's just not who we are. It's institutional, compliant, and really looking at this on-chain future and saying, how can we help people be successful in terms of tokenization?
So if you were still at the big board and you were thinking about stocks and corporate profits and everything else, how's it look to you now with, you had the big beautiful bill kicks in this year with the expensing and all these other things, no tax on all the things that were in there theoretically could be stimulative. Could they not? Deregulation, is GDP Are there tailwinds behind that we haven't seen in years, or not?
Back when I used
Your company's called Bullish. Are you bullish?
I'm very bullish about our company, and I know the backdrop
I'm not
is
talking
tough.
about crypto.
I know the backdrop is tough. I'm bullish in a bear market. The bull loves the bear. I know it sounds slightly ridiculous, but the opportunities are many. Back when I used to come on the show a lot and spend a lot of time with you guys, I would have these profound macro views that were never nearly as accurate as any of the three of you.
You don't think about it?
I really don't think about it. Honestly, when you said New York Stock Exchange right then, this is how much my mindset has changed. I was thinking to myself, oh, he's going to go to their announcement 2 weeks ago that they're going to tokenize stocks onto
Oh my God.
on a blockchain.
Totally,
so far from
you totally shifted.
on what's happening.
I am. I mean, I'm full-time running a great business that's in the absolute right spot in an industry that I think is part of a 25-year growing trend. Like, this tokenization thing is real. It's not just talk.
Can I ask you a different question? Do you think that either all this gets commoditized or everybody merges? Meaning, when you think about who wins this game, is it Robinhood that wins this game? Is it Coinbase that wins this game? I'm not saying that you can't win this game, but
right.
And maybe you end up selling into one of these other firms. Do the prediction market folks end up start to tokenize things and get? I mean, do the social media companies start to buy some of these companies? I mean, like, when you really look out far, what does the industry actually look like?
Yeah,
because right now it's super fragmented, actually.
Yeah, it is. Two things I would say. One, you remember my background. I was in the exchange sector during continual massive consolidation, covered extensively on this show. The same thing is going to happen starting right now in crypto. You're going to see massive.
Because of the decline, you think?
Yeah, because of the decline. And what's happened, Becky, is it should have happened a year or two ago, but people were still holding on to this hope that they'd get kind of 2020 valuations. And so we would have conversations with companies, true story, that would say, hey, we have 10 million of revenue, it's not growing, we want $200 million to buy the company. So that dream is going to be over, and people are going to realize they don't have businesses, they have products, and they need to merge up, and they need to have scale, and that is going to happen.